All right, we're here at the house of Lydia Perez. We're actually working with Stephen Padilla, and he's going to be kind of heading up the project for Mrs. Perez. Basically doing a siding project. The house has been unoccupied for some time, so we're just basically getting it back into shape and making it livable again. So we got this front little gable here that we're not going to maintain that kind of scroll work or any of that decoration. We're just going to go to horizontal siding, standard 8 1/4 inch board in the Cedar Mill Select. So that's all the way around. We got this kind of little bib or apron thing here right up under the soffit, pretty much all the way across. So we're going to cover that, do all that in Hardie as well. We're doing a fascia overlay on all the gable areas. We have this gable and some other ones we'll look at is all 2-inch board. The other places where it's just straight runs, it's a 3/4 inch fascia. So probably do an overlay on the 2-inch board and then do a fascia replacement on the 3/4 inch fascia everywhere else. So that's kind of what we have. We have a couple things. Miss Perez was not able to be here today, so we have a couple issues in terms of soffit, whether we're going to leave the soffit alone, whether we're going to just paint the soffit, seal it and paint it, or if we're going to do a Hardie soffit. So we have those three things, kind of outstanding variables that we have to discuss with Mrs. Perez as soon as we can get in touch with her. We will retrim this front door. It's just a 1x4, so we can retrim that in the Hardie. If we do the soffit, we have exposed rafter tails here, so basically it'd be nice and easy. We'll just run our soffit up to that and create some ventilation so we can have the vented soffit here. Right here we're going to wrap the garage door frame. There is some sagging, you can probably see it from this angle, some sagging right in the middle, right under the carriage light. That garage door frame is kind of sagging, so we'll look at it as the best we can. And then if we need to bring in, some kind of foundation or some kind of engineer to correctly diagnose that, we'll do that. And that is not included, obviously, in the project proposal. Without knowing exactly what's causing it, can't really correctly diagnose it and charge for it. So that is something we'll address before we wrap the garage door frame, but it's not included in the project proposal. Coming around here. And we have, you can see here where basically the, may be able to see where the flashing is kind of pulling away. So it doesn't seem to be attached anywhere except for under the shingle line. It's not attached to the fascia itself. This is all asbestos siding. We have OSB and felt paper behind the siding. So basically what we're going to need to do is remove the OSB board, or remove the asbestos siding, but we already have some OSB and felt paper behind that, so we're going to Tyvek and then continue on with the trim and siding. On the gable vent here, nothing really. Slats are in good condition. All we need to do is condition that and then repaint it to match the siding color. Soffit's all in good condition. We don't have any soffit rot anywhere, so depending on our option is soffit, there is no repair work on the soffit that would need to be done. In some places here where the OSB is exposed, we're going to have to look at that on this side, make sure that this OSB is in good integrity, and if it's not, we will replace that OSB board. In the back here, there is a spot where it definitely is going to need to be cut out. 2 spots where it's going to need to be cut out, replaced with new OSB, and then continue on with the Tyvek and the trim and siding. We're not painting any of these doors. We're going to most likely have the homeowner will be getting new doors prior to the start of the siding work. So we'll not be painting these. We'll just be retrimming them in the Hardie 1x4. Over here, we will, obviously pull away the electrical box and all the conduit, side behind it, and then reattach. Retrim all windows on the back of the house in Hardie 1x4. And we are not doing anything. There's some really bad rotting on the decking here of this patio cover. We are not doing anything to the patio cover. No repair work, no fascia work. We're leaving this patio completely untouched. Up in the corner here, right there, There is some rotten fascia, so we will address that area and fix that, but again, not doing anything with this patio cover. We do have a hose bib right below the electrical boxes, so we'll do that. We have a GFI right here next to the patio door frame. Again, all of this patio door, windows, and these two windows will all be retrimmed in a Hardie 1x4. They do not have any trim on them currently. Again, fascia work. This is all 3/4 fascia. Another spot in the back here where we have 2-inch fascia is right on this small gable. It's only about 16 feet, but it is 2-inch board as opposed to 3/4. And then coming around to the left side, just a small area of siding here. We do have the AC line running up there. We will get siding behind there. Again, gable vent. Same thing as on the right side. We just need to clean that gable vent up. Slats are all still in good condition, and we'll just paint it. On this corner here, the fascia corner right there, there is some rot, so that will be corrected before we install the Hardie fascia. And again, you can see 2-inch board on the gable, 3/4 inch board on the flat horizontal run. If we choose to do if we choose to do Hardie soffit, obviously against these rafter beams here, we will have vented, and then on the gable ends we will have non-vented soffit. Coming back here, we got one more window that we have to retrim there. Coming back here, we do have some small siding here, and then another that corresponds with the front, kind of another foot wide trim piece up there that will be Hardie siding. So that's about the extent of the job. Again, we appreciate you considering Southwest Exteriors, and I look forward to working on your project for you. Thanks so much.